Tallahassee saw the hottest weather of 2024 this weekend.
It can get you, and it'll put you down for a minute if it does, because you just sit out here and bake.
I'm Cardonne, your Southeast Tallahassee neighborhood reporter. I'm digging into how these scorching hot temperatures affect outdoor workers and what safety measures they take to combat the risks.
It's pretty rough. Some days better than others, but on days like today where it reaches 100 degrees outside, heat index of about 110, I mean, it gets real rough if you're not careful. So.
Construction workers Jacob and Keith Buckner tell me Sunday's scorching heat is an example of what most of their days look like working in the sun. It's the reality for most outdoor workers, oftentimes leading to extreme heat injuries.
Yeah, we've had a couple of our co-workers that have passed out from the heat, had to be hauled off in an ambulance.
According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, more than 2,000 heat-related deaths happened last year, and that number is on the rise.
I think you've got to always be aware that things keep getting a little worse each year. It seems like it's getting a little hotter each year.
Something Keith tells me he's realized over time too.
When I was his age, I could nonstop all day, no problem. And now, by 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm about to fall out from sweating. So.
The high heat comes after a bill was signed into law this year, preventing cities and counties from creating their own heat safety rules for workplaces. These workers tell me to avoid heat injuries, having water breaks, working in shaded areas as much as possible, and keeping an eye on each other are a must.
Children, older people, people that have chronic medical conditions.
Other kinds of people that Dr. Eckler tells us are also at high risk. ABC 27 checked in with Leon County's Director of Emergency Management, who says the county has a plan to support the community as temps continue to rise.
We're able to make our libraries, our county library locations, during their normal operating hours, cooling centers. If we have the extreme heat warnings, all libraries open every day of the week to provide that service to the community.
It's important to note that according to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, exposure to extreme heat can even lead to mental health complications such as depression and anxiety. In Southeast Tallahassee, Cardonne, ABC 27.